Good morning, everybody, dear friends. It is a rainy morning here in Don Bosco, Candubang. It's all wet around. I'd like to greet, first of all, Father Paul, a belated happy birthday. Yesterday, I placed as Good Morning Talk his homily in the EPC Mass. And today also, October 8th, I wish to greet one of our lay mission partners assigned to the Tibet Center, Mr. Franklin Mitra, who's celebrating his birthday today. So happy birthday, Sir Frank. I'd like to refresh my memories with what I have written many years ago, about 25 years ago. Since today I was rummaging through my things, and I managed to find these two sheets of paper, which you see there on your screen. It's actually a sermonette that I delivered in 1995 here in Don Bosco, Candubang, when I was the brother assistant or the practical trainee for the seminarians and the postulants. And I was a new practical trainee, just a few days fresh from the post-novitiate. And so that time I was 23 years old. And so I wrote this sermonette that I delivered to them because it was the 24th of the month. Actually, that was June 24, 1995. And the title of the sermonette is Merry My Atmosphere. So please bear with me when this is a fruit of a labor that I did many years ago. So I begin. Is it a transgression? Is it a digression from what is orthodox? If I sing of Mary as my atmosphere, as the air I breathe? Probably so, because then I might sound fanatically enthusiastic. Yet even if that is the case, I would carry on stressing more than ever the great importance of the Blessed Mother in my life. The perennial question, who am I, is one question I cannot answer once and for all because I am subject to change. However, there are certain answers to this that I have always been convinced of. And one of these is that every step, every point in time that has led me to who I am now, there was Our Lady to inspire or guide me. Our Lady had tremendous influence in my Salesian vocation. Don Bosco once said that there is not a single boy who enters a Salesian house without the help without the help of our Blessed Mother. What more for the entry of another into the Salesian congregation, or the ordination of a son of hers as a Salesian priest? There is much more indeed. There is a privilege. There is a bond that has been strengthened because of her doing. With much audacity, I therefore can say that in this seminary, we have Mary as the atmosphere hovering about us. We are one with the Holy Father, that time it was John Paul II, in saying, Totus tuus, we are all yours, O Mary. In his book, Crossing the Threshold of Hope, he says that Totus tuus is not only an expression of piety or simple devotion. He said it more than that. He said it is more than that. This also is true for each one of us. There is something more than our verbal self-offering to Mary. There is life. Our Blessed Mother has spun our individual threads of experience and has woven them into this seamless cloth, our community. It is beautiful to see the community, all of us, gathered here to honor Our Lady. It is wonderful to breathe all together this Marian air, and with Mary herself, thank God for the surge of graces Don Bosco College Seminary is receiving continually. Yet is each of us really part of this communal credo? Does this Marian sentiment remain in the community level and never incarnated in the individual? There are a lot of questions to ask, and the need is great for self-examination in answering this. Thus, the shift. To answer partly the query, who am I? One may ask, who is Mary for me? Who is Mary for me who just entered the seminary as a junior seminarian, or after a year or two in the pre-novitiate? Has the figure of Mary for me remained the same? Who is Mary for me, the postulant? Who is Mary for me as a Salesian? In our own levels, we ask, and even here, in our case, in the present time, who is she for you, dear Salesian educator? Who is she for you, dear Bosconian? And we ask further, how do I manifest my love for her? Do I say the rosary with devotion? Do I try to know more about her? Majority of the members of this community are students. Let me try advertising. Mary could indeed play an important part in your life as a student. She isn't called seat of wisdom for nothing. In this passion for, nay, devotion to God's mother and our mother, we will never be lost. Because if our devotion to Mary is real, it would be Christocentric. It was Christ who gave her as mother to me. Then she it was who brought me back to the bosom of her Son. Remember the words of Scripture, "Woman, behold your son. Son, behold your mother." And when we do behold Mary, she would tell us, do whatever he tells you. This is the essence of Marian devotion. The problem I had in making this sermonette is that I did not know what to say, considering the overwhelming breadth of Mary's impression on me. So I had to say what I feel. She truly inundates as the atmosphere. My response to this, the totus tuus. And let me quote another man who likewise considered Mary as the very air he breathes, always needed, yet never spent. Let me read from one of my favorite poets, Gerard Manley Hopkins. He wrote, and I quote, be thou then, O thou dear mother, my atmosphere, my happier world, wherein to end and meet no sin, to wend and meet no sin. Above me, round me lie, fronting my froward lie, with sweet and scarlet skies stir in my ears. Speak there of God's love, O live air of patience, penance, prayer, world mothering air, air wild, wound with thee, in thee, isled, fold home, fast fold thy child. And the sermonette delivered on June 24, 1995. I beg your pardon because this is not a live video. The internet connectivity this morning, maybe it's because of the rains. It has it's not at its best, and so this is a recorded video. And but I'd like to invite you again in our 6:30 evening rosaries, family rosary. And so this evening, let's join each other in honoring Our Lady through the rosary. May God bless us all and have a great day.